What's up, people? What's up? IOBA. My name is TC. Welcome to the shallow end of the pool. I was not going to talk anymore about Daniel Penny and that whole New York City situation, but I came across something that I got to speak on, and it just got my head going. So, Nikki Haley, she used to be UN ambassador, I think under Donald Trump. Now she's a governor or something. Anyway, she's running for a Democratic nomination against Trump in 2020 for the 2024 Republican primary. She come out and throw her support behind Daniel Penny. And we already know a bunch of white people did, a bunch of famous white people did. White conservatives did. The governor of Florida did, who I'll talk about in a minute. Throw their support behind this dude, calling him a good Samaritan and a patriot. To me, all they're doing is, part of what they're doing is, they just setting up their 2024 presidential run and trying to get those conservative law and order motherfuckers on their side. That's what's happening with that. And they're using black people to do it. Everybody's trying to be the worst type of motherfucker they can be. Everybody is trying to be worse than Donald Trump. As far as policy is concerned, as far as coming down on black people is concerned. You know. That's what the fuck that is with Nikki Haley. A couple of other people did that that old come down on black people shit too. There's this Indian dude. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name, but he was arguing with Don Lemon. Y'all probably seen the interview by now. It's the interview where they said that Don Lemon got fired because of it. But anyway, I've seen a couple of his speeches. He's also running for that Republican presidential spot, right? So he talked $100 worth of shit about black people. He's an Indian, not a Native American, but an Indian. And he is totally and completely anti-black. But that comes from that comes from him being really dark-skinned to the point where if his hair wasn't straight, you'd think he was black. And the caste system that is so prevalent in India. In India, they got a caste called the Untouchables. That is where he's trying to put us. But anyway, people like that get over here and use black people as a stepping stone to try to get points with the white people. And that's what's happening with all these Indian people who are coming out as anti-black racists. And that's what Nikki Haley is. That's why she threw her support behind Daniel Penny. Now, on to Ron DeSantis. This dude, he passes this tough-ass illegal immigration law. And he's telling people that they're going to have to pay $10,000 fines for every illegal that they got working at their site or at their business or at their whatever. And they're going to fine and criminalize and charge anybody to help or anybody connected with it. It's a big, wide, fucking broad-ass law that a bunch of evil people got together and thought up and wrote. Now, on the surface, if you ain't got no papers, but you have a work permit, and you doing a job that nobody else, I don't really see the harm in that, except it takes jobs, it takes jobs that black people would get paid good money for. So here's what I think is going to happen. I know that Ron DeSantis hates black people more than anything else. I mean, Ron DeSantis absolutely hates black people. I'm gonna sidebar for a minute. I saw Ron DeSantis signing a piece of legislation just the other day, a little video, and there was a bunch of little kids around him. It was probably some anti-LGBT shit. But anyway, there's a bunch of little kids around him. He's got the portfolios in the front of him, about 4 or 5 of them. He signs each one, signs each one, signs each one. And then the crowd around him was all white. except for this one little dark-skinned black boy standing to the right of him, right next to the desk. Little dark-skinned black boy, looked like me at about 12. And I'm a visual motherfucker. I'm watching, he's signing, and then he's giving the pens away as souvenirs. And he giving them to the little white kids all around him. Didn't give one to the little black boy. Didn't even look at him. The little boy is 4 inches away from him. Wouldn't even look at him. He gave a pen to all the little kids around him except the little black boy. Didn't even acknowledge that the little black boy was there. And then he took the portfolios and he handed one to this white girl and this white girl and this white boy, and there was 2 left. And the little black boy standing next to him, if he was doing it right, he should have handed him a portfolio to hold up for the picture. But no, Ron DeSantis took one in one hand, one in the other hand, and totally blocked the image of the little black boy. And then they smiled for the fucking shot. But he would not let the little black boy touch a portfolio, and he did not give him a souvenir pen. Now, a lot of people are going to say, oh, that ain't nothing, TC. You just wild, you just tripping. I ain't tripping. I never fucking trip. That was some racist fucking shit right there. And that's that passive-aggressive racism that we go through every fucking day. Now, if you can find that goddamn clip, because it's only a few days old, and you observe, you'll see what I'm saying. But a lot of white people, I've had that shit done to me because I used to go to shit like that when I was a kid. I used to get picked for shit like that. At the time, my feelings was hurt a little bit, but I didn't think it was racism. I didn't learn it was racism until I was about 12 and a half, 13. Matter of fact, I gave my first Black Power speech at 11. But anyway, that's the type of racist that Ron DeSantis is. And he's coming down on black people all the time with all kinds of crazy legislation. So now the fields down here are going to be empty. Harvest time coming, ain't nobody to pick the shit because he done threw all the illegals out. But he's also filled up his jails because he put more cops on the street, and all of them cops got flooded right into the black community where they ship all the fucking drugs and guns. And they got and turn the whole place into a war zone, do mass incarceration, fill the fucking jails up, and make them niggas pick them goddamn vegetables and do that landscaping for free. That's my conspiracy. Like I said, I'm a conspiracy guy. I mean, not flat earth conspiracy. I think them motherfuckers is nuts. If you're a flat earther, get the fuck away from me. I don't want to have nothing to do with you. There, I said it. And but a 9/11 was an inside job type of conspiracy guy. And I think that's the kind of shit that nasty ass people like Ron DeSantis dream up in their head. So, yeah, there's that. So look for that shit down the road when they start doing prison reform and police reform. Look for that shit down the road and you'll see what I'm talking about. They're going to start talking about using prison labor for agriculture, using prison labor for, in exchange for time off your sentence. They brought the chain gangs back in Alabama not too long ago. Had them motherfuckers walking down the road with a motherfucker on horseback, all chained together, doing highway work. That's what Ron DeSantis is turning Florida into. And if you vote for this motherfucker to be president of the United States, you do so at your own detriment. But I'm not too much of an alarmist, but I do believe that some shit like that's where he's headed with this bullshit. And he gonna run for president, and he gonna run on the shit he did in Florida. But I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna quit. Florida is becoming the worst fucking state in the union because of this dude. I'm retired. Ain't a whole lot he can do to me. But for young people, stay the fuck away from Florida. And for the people that's already here, get rid of this dude. And this whole goddamn legislature needs to go. Because ain't nobody gonna be here but a bunch of old ass white people. All right? So remember, that's the plan. You're going to see a bunch of motherfucking niggas out in the goddamn field with some white boys watching them, or some pseudo white boys watching them, trying to work off their fucking time picking potatoes and shit. That's the only thing I could see. But anyway, y'all have a good weekend. Stay safe. And try to stay out the fuck out of each other's face. And don't be a fucking soft target. Don't. Because these motherfuckers is out here and they getting carte blanche. Alright? Give my video a like and I will catch y'all on the next one. TC, and I'm out.